The fall season is usually also the season known as the cold and flu season. But for somebody who has an anxiety disorder, typically health anxiety, or if you have white coat syndrome, or if you have the fear of doctors known as itropophobia, then this can be an issue that could be very uncomfortable for you. Making that appointment to go see the doctor about the symptoms that you are having. So, what can you do to make that doctor's visit just a little bit more comfortable so that you get there? So that the doctor can confirm for you what those symptoms are and how to take care of them. My name is Carla Metzdorf. I am a certified health and life coach that works with moms to overcome anxiety. So, to make those doctor visits just a little bit more comfortable, so that you actually do go, so you could start taking care of your well-being, there are certain things that you can do. Number one, when you go to make the appointment, okay, you might have some anxiety picking up that phone to make the appointment. So do some breathing. You could do the 4-7-8 or box breathing, which will help you calm down your heart, the fast-paced heart, the fast breathing that you may be enduring. And especially if you feel your blood pressure rising, it will also calm all of that down. Get back in control of the central nervous system. Then the second thing you may want to do is make that appointment at a time when you know your anxiety is not so bad. Some of us have higher anxiety in the morning, and some of us feel that anxiety more towards the afternoon, late afternoon. So if you know that your anxiety gets worse as the day goes on, or if it's worse in the morning, make your doctor appointment opposite. So in the morning, if you have bad anxiety, make it for the afternoon. If you know in the afternoon, as the day goes on, it's going to get worse, make it for the morning. And the other thing you can do, okay, is as that day approaches, okay, do that breathing, do visualization, see yourself going to the doctor and having a successful appointment with the doctor. Use visualization, use breathing, use mantras, just to make that wait, okay, more bearable. When you go to your appointment, couple things. Maybe bring a loved one with you. If you bring somebody with you who you can trust, this person can help you be in the waiting room, calming you down, keeping you calm, so that when you see the doctor, maybe you could have a more successful visit with the doctor. And the thing is, if you're feeling very emotional, sometimes you find it hard to pay attention. So that person could also be more eyes and ears to what the doctor is doing and saying. So bringing somebody with you might also be another thing that you can do. The other thing is, when you get there, okay, already have the expectation that you probably will have a wait period. So you're probably not going to sign in and go immediately into the doctor. You're probably going to have to wait in the room, in the waiting room, anywhere from maybe 10-15 minutes to I've been waiting in doctors' waiting rooms sometimes 2 hours. So have an expectation that you might have to wait. So what you're going to want to do is maybe bring a book with you or a magazine, something that can distract you and preoccupy your mind, that you're not just sitting there dwelling on the fact that you're at the doctor and what the doctor is about to do or say to you. The other thing is that you could do is, of course, while you're in the waiting room, again, breathing, visualization, saying mantras to yourself, affirmations that are going to help you feel better about the visit. The other thing is take with you maybe a Xanax, okay? I wouldn't take any medications before your visit because you don't want to take something that could interfere with any test that the doctor may do. But if you're about to have, let's say, a CAT scan, an MRI, some kind of test that really makes you nervous, I would talk to the doctor, of course, and let them know how you're feeling and let them know that you have a Xanax on you. Can I take that to calm myself down so that I can take this test? As long as it doesn't interfere with the testing, the doctor should be fine with it. But absolutely be honest with the doctor. Let the doctor know, hey, I get anxious around doctors, or I get anxious taking tests or getting results, or seeing that white coat, well, that's the other thing. When you go into the office, right away they want to take your vitals, right? They take your temperature, they check your blood pressure. I'm trying to think of what else they do, but whatever they do, they take your vitals, right? Your breathing, your oxygen. They may not want to do that just when you walk in, but also after. Because if you're anxious, just expect your blood pressure is going to be off, right? It's not going to be normal. Your breathing may be off. It's not going to be normal. So let them know you're anxious. And please take my vitals not just before the doctor sees me, but also after. Because usually after you see the doctor, you get your results, you take the test, you speak to the doctor a little bit, they take the vitals again, and things usually return to a more normal reading, normal state of being. So the other thing that you can do, if you're anxious, is to leave early. I forgot to say that before. When you have an appointment, let's say your appointment's at 11 a.m., leave, if it's a half an hour away, maybe leave at 10:15. Like, give yourself time to get there. Because if you're already anxious and upset about going to the doctor, you don't want to rush. You don't want to also be like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be late, So give yourself time to get there. And if you're super early, you can still wait in the car. You don't have to go in, but at least you're there, okay? And you're not stuck in traffic and also not have anxiety because, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be so late. All right? So, and avoid caffeine, because caffeine can definitely interfere and give you more anxiety, and you don't want to do that right before you see the doctor. But just remember, this is a doctor, and hopefully your doctor is going to be very compassionate. And remember, the doctor, you're not the only person who's ever seen them, and they've done this before. They have encountered patients who've had anxiety. So don't be embarrassed letting them know that you're anxious. And hopefully they will be very compassionate and talk to you in a very compassionate way. And you'll have a more pleasant doctor visit. Thank you for listening. Be well.